Welcome back to the Road Trip with Nick YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us again on this lovely day. Whatever day of the week this is for you, I'm sure it's been an awesome day.
What day of the week is it right now for us?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
This is what you do on Saturdays when you're on the YouTubes. You record. You don't go to brunch. Nope.
No brunch.
But I love brunch.
Love brunch.
Favorite.
Yeah.
Of all the meals, I think. Comment below if you're a brunch lover like we are.
Let's talk about brunch today. Today we're going to talk about all things brunch.
I love brunch. Brunch, brunch, brunch.
Here are the best places to find French toast across the United States of America.
Oh, we could just gain 100 pounds of happiness.
Yes, we could. French toast.
I feel like he just planted a seed that's going to germinate and blossom, and you're all going to appreciate it a lot.
French toast.
French toast. For real though, we are not talking about brunch today, so you can just end the video if you were hoping for that. Really what we're talking about today is international house sitting and things to plan for when going to do a house sit abroad.
We've covered some of these points in our 5 things to consider before taking on a house sit video, and we'll link to that. This one is specific to international house sit and our experiences with Costa Rica, so your mileage may vary.
Obviously, the primary thing for an international sit is going to be the cost of travel, right? So we recommend using points and miles to get there. That's definitely going to be the most frugal way, cost-effective way to do that. And we love our Chase Sapphire card for this. Through their Ultimate Rewards portal, you can easily transfer points and book flights with their partner airlines.
The next thing to keep in mind is the time zone change. When we were in Costa Rica, this wasn't an issue because we were on mountain time there. But if you're in New Zealand and you have a 10 a.m. Central call, you'll be taking that call at 5 a.m.
The next day. 10 a.m. Central on Monday means 5 a.m. New Zealand time on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. How's that for throwing you off?
This is our best stuff. This is it. Transportation is the other thing to definitely take into consideration right away. Are you within walking distance, or can you take a bus to the places you want to go to while you're in this international destination? Or is there Uber available or a taxi? That can get obviously kind of expensive over time. Or does the homeowner have a vehicle for you that you can use during your stay?
A very important one is health insurance. You want to make sure that you're covered in the area that you're going with your current insurance. If not, you could consider things like travel insurance with medical coverage.
Your tourist visa is obviously something that you're going to need to make sure you consider right away as well. Some house sits are asking for 6 months in another country, which you may not be eligible for depending on your visa or tourist restrictions. We spent 89 days in Costa Rica, and the maximum was 90, and the customs guy gave us a little bit of grief about staying in the country right up until the end. We didn't think anything of it, of course, and we actually thought an extra day was enough, so something to consider for sure and talk through with your homeowners.
Luckily, we made it out alive, and we're here to tell about it today. Do you need vaccinations where you're going? Apparently, measles are an unwanted souvenir for many people traveling abroad and coming back to the U.S.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Learn something new every day, people. That's why we're here.
Also, keep in mind mailing considerations. Generally, if you're a digital nomad, you're probably doing everything electronically anyways. If there's any specific mail you receive or invoices or anything like that, might need to jump through a few extra hoops if you're abroad and move to a digital solution.
Online payments, yo.
That's right.
The best.
We're not snail mail nomads. We are digital nomads. No snail mail.
None. Language barriers are something that easily get overlooked because Google Translate is so readily available on all of our fancy phone devices, mini computers, if you will. However, that actually is surprisingly difficult. You do a great job translating your first sentence, and then when they speak back to you and you can't translate that fast enough, or Google Translate decides to just not pick up the right words, it can get a little messy. So do a little work in advance, learn some key phrases, and Duolingo actually is a great app for learning a language. I will say though, the best learning is in person. Local currency is something else to consider. We generally pick up some local currency whenever we're in another country. However, a lot of the times we prefer to use our credit card. Just make sure the credit card you use has no transaction fees. So our Chase Sapphire card, which we've mentioned a couple times already, we love so much, and they are also really great with keeping an eye on suspicious activity on the card. So they're very quick to alert us if there's anything funky happening with our card, and we highly recommend, if you don't have a credit card company that is looking out for your best interests and keeping an eye on your accounts, switch to Chase. Just do it.
On that note, whenever you are traveling, it's a good idea to always put travel alerts on your credit card. One time we forgot to do so, and trying to fill up gas and had to call the credit card company to do that, and we were already running behind.
It can get messy.
Yeah, set your travel alerts.
We'll link to our Chase Sapphire card below in the description. Full disclosure, it's an affiliate link, and we get points and miles if you click it and sign up using it. So thanks in advance for that.
Depending on where you're going, you'll also want to be aware of whether or not you will need converters for outlets, like, phones and stuff.
For our cell phones while we were traveling, we actually kind of did a combo. We had both an international SIM card, specifically for data actually. So when we were traveling, we could use the maps, our Google Maps, while we were driving around, because fun fact, there really are no labeled roads in Costa Rica. Most of the time it just says like a town and no highways. So it gets a little confusing. So we were really grateful to have the international SIM card for that. And then we also used a international plan from Verizon to keep our phone numbers active for our clients in the US.
We went with a very basic international plan. It gave unlimited incoming text, minimal outgoing text, minimal minutes, and very little data. But it was just enough so that if we had clients calling us, we could answer it, hop over to a conference call. The thing to consider though is being very conscious of your data usage. One night I burned through almost all of it when the phone tried to update and fell off Wi-Fi. And be conscious of your data usage if you do go with a international plan, because you can use through it very, very quickly.
Finally, the thing we like to plan for in advance is queuing up a bunch of great ebooks. So instead of lugging all those books with us wherever we end up going and the weight that comes with them, we just sign into our local library and download an ebook on our app or on our iPad. And it could be an audiobook too, whatever floats your boat. But that's an awesome way to still take advantage of great reading materials while you're traveling overseas or just to another country. Same thing, basically.
We're digital nomads, not carry all your books in your backpack nomads. Ebooks for the win.
Ebooks for the win. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I know it requires an account to subscribe to YouTube, but just do it because you love us. If you have any other tips for traveling abroad, please let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and it helps our general community and helps us too. We're all here to help each other.
Depending on where you're going, you want to make sure that you know whether or not you need outlets and bring... you may need outlets. If you do use outlets, we recommend making sure that the devices you have can plug into said outlets.
Or you'll burn the house down.
Yeah, don't burn the house down.